Hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to talk about paragraph 25a. Normally in the German system, paragraph 25 does not exist. It will exist the moment it has some section in it. There is subsection A, there is subsection B, there is subsection C. Before, it was issued to people under the age of 21. Because of the new laws, it's lifted to 27 years. You have to attend school for at least 3 years and you have to complete it. People around you, like parents, are also entitled to get this residence permit. Also, your spouse or the minor of the person who has attended school, who has done school, is entitled to apply for this section 25A. Someone may ask him or herself, what kind of residence permit is 25A? Section 25A of the Residence Act is a residence permit under integration law. That means before issuing this section, for you or for the person, you have to be granted a temporary suspicion or suspension of deportation under Section 60C. The aim of the residence permit is to promote the integration of people who were previously granted toleration status. This is the residence, employment, and interrogation of foreigners in the Federal Territory of Germany. This is the toleration training. The toleration permit section 60A or paragraph 2, let's say paragraph 2, shall be granted if the foreigner is an asylum seeker in Germany. This 60C can also be terminated. How can it be terminated? For example, if you're given a deportation date that they have to deport you, depending on the protocol that you've been passing through. The only thing that can make you stay, that can lead to the determination or to the termination of this section is when a medical examination was ordered to determine the fitness of travel. This is when the immigration officers will write to the doctors to make a report if you're fit to travel, if you have some sickness, if you have some illnesses, because they don't want you to go they don't want you to go when you have a bad feeling or when you're sick. Or the foreigner has applied in the state of the German a funding for voluntary departure. There is no way they can deport you back to your country when you have a debit here in the German companies. So this will lead to the termination of this section C. Then let's say, how can someone obtain the residence for well integration when you are well integrated? How can you obtain the residence permit? This is linked to a specific process, and this process must always be kept in your mind or internalized, because the application process is always the same. It doesn't matter which procedure you're using, but it's always the same. The way you apply for any other residence permit, this is the way you have to apply for this residence permit. First and foremost, you have to look at the applicant if he is or he can be successful, and if yes, organize all the necessary documents, evidence of certificates about your time in Germany, that you are well integrated. Let's say you have a German course, you have attended a German course or B1 or B2, you have your school certificate. This is the proof first they need, because remember I said this is about the integration law. Paragraph 25 section is about the integration law. So you have to organize these documents. Once you have all the documents together, take it to the responsible office and ask for the forms. The forms you have to ask have to be the section 25A of residence permit, paragraph 1. This is the forms that you have to ask, that you're going to fill in and arrange. After arranging all your documents, you have to ask for an appointment and then submit in these documents. The application and within the application process has to take the maximum 3 months. So what are the documents required in this section? We have, when you're applying for a residence permit, there are so many documents they will ask for, but there are those that are so important that you need to show in every section, in every residence permit you're applying for. So in this paragraph 25, there is specific documents. You have to have proof of 3 years that you have attended a German school that is being recognized. You have to have that certificate for the 3 years or 5 years or 4 years. You have to have the proof of section 104C. What is section 104C? This is the opportunity procedure law. This is when someone who has been staying here in Germany has not been convicted for any crime, or the person has stayed in the German system for 5 years without interruptions. This is the section 104C. You don't have to have some criminal record. You don't have to be interpreted, or maybe let's say people who move from Germany and they go 1 year, they live in Italy, then they come back. You will not get this residence permit. You have to live in Germany consistently for 5 years. What will lead you not to have this residence? This is when you provide false information to the immigration officers. When you provide the false identity of your national passport, then this will lead you to be terminated and you will be refused to get this German residence. Another proof, you have to show the employment, that you will be able to support yourself as a person. You have to show your contract of the house, that you're paying your house contract alone. So if you want to avoid any errors, for you not to be denied, you have to double check the proof that you're submitting in, for you to prevent the denial. Let's say we reach to the examination of your requirements. The moment you submit your application, the immigration officers will carefully check whether you're meant for the conditions and requirements for the residence permit. They will also do their own background check on what you have provided. And this will normally take it will take approximately 3 months. If you don't get any report about what you applied about, you're obliged to file a claim that you're not being replied to. So the moment they reply you, there is a possibility of saying yes, which is the good side, which everyone wants, and there is the opportunity of saying no. The moment your application is rejected, you have the opportunity to appeal to various administrative courts. There must be 3 times that you have to apply. The moment all the lawsuits are being denied, then there is no way that this application will be possible and you cannot receive it. So you have to be careful when you're applying for this residence permit. Just stay on my YouTube channel. I'll be bringing in more every day. Like, comment, share. Let's meet in the comment section. Anything you want to know.